You guys like that?
That's cool.
Oh, crud.
So better shopping. So I promised this last year, and this time we're going to deliver it. I told Betsy, go make this happen. So she did something which was great. She ran buyer and seller surveys. And it's interesting. You all want the same thing. Snakes? No. Okay. You really want 3D stores.
Yes.
And so that kind of ties nicely into other things, which are introducing interactivity, which is like scripting. It's going to make it easier for you to make interactive objects like 3D store pictures. It is not like other scripting approaches. So let me just make it really clear that having the ability for you guys to write scripts that get invoked every step. You know what a step is? A step is an animation step. So in our steps are about 30 times a second. The approach to give everybody free hand to insert their code every step in the animation cycle on our servers is ain't happening. But there are ways that we can give you interactivity without doing it. And what I'm trying to do is find the right way to do it so that you get more stuff. And it's useful to more than a hundredth of the population. But then we'll do that right and we'll do fancy stuff. So no, you guys are not going to be able to send your Python scripts into the product. We are want to find ways to make it easier for you to do that. Another real life guide. See, this is what you get for having your own guide. Dirt. So we are actually going to be building a brand new terrain engine for the product. So the terrain engine is what it is. It makes the land. That is what, and in fact, it is what makes the fixed buildings in the product. And we're actually working with the guys at Portera to actually build a new terrain engine from scratch. And I'm not going to tell you everything that's in it because this is going to get posted. But one important objective I gave them is to make the competition layer weak. So, and they are scheduled, they're being paid to deliver it in the first quarter of 2007. So this is going to be pretty amazing. I mean, a lot of people, the terrain engine, and I know I'm like speaking deep speak here and I apologize, but some of you will understand and explain to the others. The terrain engine we have today is just bad. And they're going to rebuild it from the ground up. So it's actually pretty exciting. In fact, some of the engineers working on it used to be their engineers who are working for Portera. And remember, Portera, everything Portera does, we get to use. Now, we don't use everything that they do because the first thing they did was they took all the community stuff out of the product. You don't need clubs in that, okay? So they took that stuff out. But they do some things that we pull into our product, and this is one of them. But having them work with us on this is really exciting because they can focus on it because they don't have a big community that they need to take care of. So they can sort of focus on that stuff while we, continue with our own business. Yes? You've gone over your line.
I know. Is interactivity out of the question? The landscape? User interactivity? Push and land up and down?
I'm not going to say.
No.
You won. Tell me.
So,
I want to know. Tell me.
It's actually been,
Give me our secrets.
This has been good, but oh yeah, there's like one more thing. Yes.
Just reboot.
Yeah.
Undo last over.
Your next
Yeah, computers work better when you smack them.
The terrain server will reset.
Questions working on the machine and that's about whoops, because I'm handling the librarian. The old books are gone and I miss some of those because some of the people are crippled or gone, and I would like to have their books and I didn't save them because I wanted them to get credit.
So, oh, I'm sorry.
You were busy.
Okay. So I just wanted to show you one other thing that I wanted to show you today. This is, you see a couple of windows here. Now, the things you see, they look like they're standing in the ocean, but they're actually not. They're actually standing in something called fake terrain. And what you're seeing here is an early version of something called There I Am. which is a lightweight client. There's no terrain and no physics. It's avatar chat. You get all your buddies. You get all your clothes. It is interoperable with their world, so you could be talking to somebody with this client, to somebody in world. You can move in and out of their world. It's going to be AIM, Yahoo IM, and Jabber interoperable. It's built on Qt, which is a Trolltech standard. It's not built on our UI system, so it's much easier for us to add controls. It will be portable to other platforms, which means it will run under OS X. And we're looking to do an alpha in Q1, late Q1, Q2, 2007. So this is actual code you see here. It's running already. And I know it doesn't look like much, but the fact that this is a much smaller footprint, and this can be running on your desktop all the time, as opposed to having the whole world, and you can go in there, is actually pretty cool. Does this make sense to anybody? Or So I'm really excited about this. This is, I think, the coolest thing in the world. And this is not like other products, avatar-based chat products, where there's nowhere to go. I mean, here you have all of their, you'll be able to go into there, and all your clothes that you have in there, you'll be able to wear in your avatar chat. You won't be able to steal clothes from anybody else. So it's actually very cool, and we're very excited. Pardon? Don't know if it'll have voice. It's not fair to talk about right now, but I'm going to say it's going to be like less than 6 megabyte download. So that's, now I'm not going to answer the questions that were submitted because I don't want to, no. No, I'm not going to answer them because what I tend to do is I just go off in a corner and answer them at night and post the answers. That's a lot better than trying to answer them all here. And frankly, I've been targeted. But I will take some questions. Can I take some? You had
I'm good.
questions?